Hi, my name is Nikita Lash, and unfortunately, I was unable to have any guests to attend my speech, but here goes. It's called Focused on Learning. Let's face it, not many school age kids are interested in wearing a uniform regularly, and the reason is because fashion is a major trend. Fitting in and the attire from day to day is more important than who has the best grades or who is most likely to succeed. The topic of conversation in schools and the influence surrounding the newest shoe or name brand clothing that a television entity wore on a specific video, show, or red carpet event. I remember being in school and how important the first days of school were simply because the new clothes that I wore. I was so eager to hear the many questions, which were also compliments asking where I had purchased my shoes, shirts, or jeans. Those questions served as an approval of my popularity, but taking away the importance of receiving my education, thus putting what I needed to succeed on the back burner. My experience both wearing a uniform and going to a non uniform school district have helped me see the difference in how having a uniform provided structure in my lifestyle and took away the many distractions that keeping up with the Joneses leave many people with. So I agree that all schools should enforce school students to wear uniforms. All schools should enforce uniforms because students can easily be recognized. Proper attire is being enforced during school, and learning is the focal point instead of an individual's attire. Students can easily be recognized in schools by wearing uniforms. For field trips purposes, students can easily be identified, and this would prevent a student from getting lost or being mistaken as a patron. If an unidentified individual comes into a school, they would be spotted immediately, which would raise security concerns, which in turn provides a safer environment for students and staff. Wearing uniforms to ensure proper attire is being enforced during school avoids many different situations that can occur during a regular school day. For instance, there are a variety of gangs and many different gang colors that fall into the guidelines of gang activities. If everyone is wearing the same thing, there is no misinterpretation of any individual wearing the wrong color, which can lead to a very violent altercation. Uniforms also avoid misconduct surrounding sexual behavior because of inappropriate attire. With school being a preparation tool for adulthood, wearing a uniform to school provides structure and an idea of what is an appropriate style of dress. It also provides a sense of etiquette for future interviews and meetings with important people. Making learning the focal point instead of an individual's attire requires taking the distractions a student faces on the daily basis concerning appearance. A way to eliminate some of the distractions is to enforce uniforms, giving students less thought about personal appearance and more time to focus on curriculum. Even though students' individuality is important, I don't believe that attire is what makes you different, but your inner personality is what makes you different from others. If a student gets used to being respected for their mind and not their looks, the outside world could come as quite a surprise to them. What this says to me is that if a student focuses on education and being acknowledged for what knowledge they possess, this wouldn't leave room to worry about what people see on the outer. If students are easily identifiable during the school hours, this takes away the risk of allowing an unknowingly having an unwanted individual roaming the hallways of our schools. If the school system is instilling guidelines for proper attire, there will not be any students dressed inappropriately. They will be dressed alike, avoiding a fashion show while students are learning. They are able to receive the education that we send them out to get each day with a clear mind minus the distracting factors that today's world has floating all over the airwaves. That sums up my speech. I hope you enjoyed it.